Join my Discord in the description. Thank you. Yo, what's good? It's Gary. Today I'm going to show the best builds for trials / comp, just a 3v3 in general. I'm going to be going over every class and like a couple playstyles. I'm not going to be going over like specific niche builds or like niche exotics or stuff. It's just going to be for like general population. It's not going to be like if you're good, if you're bad. It's going to be for everything in general. You know, it's going to be a mix of gunplay and abilities, and it's just going to be pretty much the best you can do for each subclass. Also, if you like my recommendations or you think my builds are bad or good, let me in the comments, and also follow my Twitch in the description, twitch.tv/Gary. I'll be streaming trials right now or when trials is out, and comp when trials is not out. Hope you enjoy the video. First class we're going to be doing is Hunter. Now, there's two subclasses I think you should do. First, I think Gunslinger is really good, and I usually go Lucky Pants or Stompies. When I make a build for 3v3 in general, I usually go 100 Intellect for most of my builds. There's rarely a time where I would not go 100 Intellect unless I think there's a more important side I would like to go to just for that specific build. So the reason I would pick Lucky Pants over Stompies for most games that when I'm using a hand cannon is because you get free inner accuracy, which is really good. You're not going to be using the jump all the time, especially when games are super slow, and being able to catch people off guard with the inner accuracy is a lot better than you realize. And then also you get free aim assist when you swap to your hand cannon, and having a good 120 with handling is very important. Obviously it doesn't give you max handling. I think a lot of people don't realize that. It basically gives you like quick draw, which doesn't account for your stow speed or your ADS speed. So you need to remember that. And then for Stompies, I always go a high handling shotgun and a high handling 140. And you could also go something like Amy's Hammer or Criminals and still make it work. Obviously, this is just for optimizations. You could use anything and do good, but this is just purely for optimizations. Next, guns wise, there is usually two or three loadouts I would honestly use. It'd be Ignis Hammer with Deadlock or Chaperone, and then I would go either Matador, Prophet, or Time Lost Found Verdict, and then I would go Hawkmoon, Rose, Spirations, or Criminal's Dagger. These are like the best guns you honestly could use. If you like hand cannons are usually more effective in high skill lobbies where peak shooting matters more in team shotting. That's usually what goes on. For snipers, I usually recommend Cloud Strike, and for the kinetic slot, there's not that much, probably ISOL. That's all the guns, and it's pretty much the same guns for everything, so I'm not going to really be talking about guns that much after that. And for my subclass, for my full subclass, these are my aspects and fragments. I have Knock 'em Down, On Your Mark, Beams, Wonder, Mercy, Torches, Searing. I usually go Marksman or Blade Barrage. Blade Barrage if you want to get it super faster. Make sure I have Lightweight Knives on and Trip Mine Grenades. These are my favorite. It's all to preference when it comes to grenade and melee, but yeah, that's what I use. And yeah, that's Solo Hunter. Next, if we go to Void. If we go on something like Void, it's pretty much the same thing, Lucky Pants, Stompies, but obviously you're using Void, which is very effective. It's a lot more effective than Solo Hunter. You don't have to think about positioning as much, or you can think about positioning more when you're doing flings, but I think it's a lot less effort subclass with the kills you can get with it, especially with special weapons. So aspects and fragments, you go Vanishing Step on the prowl, and me personally, I think Echo Vigilance is very important, especially if you want to clutch up. And I go Echo of Dilation for the mobility and the intellect, and you get a better radar when you crouch. Echo of Leeching, this one's really important. Health regen on melee final bows is very, very good. A lot of people don't use this. I don't know why they don't use it. Echo Expulsion, so I can get more intellect, and Echo of Obscurity for the recovery. You could go the fragment that increases your Devour and also your invisibility timer, but me personally, I think this is fun. And yeah, that's all of Hunter. This is the best builds for Hunter. Now we can go on to Warlock. Okay, for Warlock, it's going to be pretty much the exact same guns, and there's usually two exotics you would pretty much always use in Warlock. It's either Transversive Steps or a Fitting Aspect. These are both really good. I'd say Transversive Steps is really good for if you're a more aggressive player and you want to get in there and so if you're a more movement-sided player, I guess. And I think Affinity Aspects are really good if you're playing like a slower game. You need some inner accuracy, and you also need weapon handling if you want to use lower handling guns and actually not get penalized for that. Next thing is the subclass. Obviously, it's going to be Dawnblade. This is the best subclass on Warlock. The way I would build into it is I would go Song of Flame. I usually go Song of Flame for comp and trials, but if I really need it, I can go Well if I want to make sure I get my super first. But usually everyone else on the other team has Well on or a fast super, so I like to go Song of Flame just because I usually get it when it's actually a 4-4 match. So when I need it, you know what I'm saying? And I go Healing Rift, Burst Glide, Celestial Fire. Snap is good, but I think Celestial Fire is better in something like my hands where I can actually get a lot more kills with it. And I go Incendiary Nade. Now, this is Incendiary Nade, Celestial Fire. I'll show you something which is really crazy, okay? But I go Icarus Dash, he rises. And so the reason I have Incendiary Nades and a Celestial Fire is because I have Ember of Ashes. So if you get one tag, like if you tag someone with 1 damage with Incendiary Nade, you hit Ignite him for 90 stacks of Scorch. Or you hit him for 90 stacks of Scorch, and this is really good because it keeps him ticking for so long. This is very, very, very effective. And then also, if you hit him with any type of Scorch, so if you hit him with your melee, they ignite in 1 shot. And this is very, very broken, honestly. Well, it's very, 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 very good. It catches a lot of people off guard, especially at the start of games. You just run in, melee, grenade, and then boom, entire team is wiped. I've done it so many times. Once you get the timing down, you can do it a lot. And it's very annoying to play against, trust me. And I have Ember of Searing for recovery, Ember of Torches for the Radiant when I hit my melee, and then Ember of Mercy. This was the best for trials. You get a res, you get restoration, you get resilience, and then if you pick up a Fire Sprite, you also get restoration. So this was really, really good. And also if you defeat someone with Scorch, you pick up a Fire Sprite, and then if you pick up the Fire Sprite, you get restoration. So this is just an all-around really, really, really good build. It's the best build for trials, in my opinion. So that's pretty much all for Warlock. I can't really recommend anything else. That's S tier, in my opinion. You could go Little if you're like freaky like that, but me personally, I'm gonna stick to my T-Steps and my Ophidians. And yeah, exact same guns. Next, we can go into Titan. So for Titan, there's only 2 builds I really think that are go above the rest for subclasses, I would say. And it is Arc Titan with Dune Marchers. This is really good. Obviously, you could go OEM as well. Precious Scars isn't bad for trials as well. You could go OEM, Dune Marchers, PKs if you like SMG. It's not really that good in trials when it's super passive, but you can still make it work. It's not impossible. And obviously Handgun and Shotgun. You could also go Redrix. Redrix is really good too. Arc Titan is really, really good. It's very, very underrated. People say Titan's super bad. Obviously, it's really fucking good if you're good at the game, or if you play aggressive enough. You can definitely make it work. For me personally, I go Knockout, Touch of Thunder, and I have Lightning Grenades. I get 2 Lightning Grenades, and they jolts when I tag with a Lightning Grenade. So it's really, really good. A jolt is only on the first initial blast of the Lightning Grenades. Just letting you know. I have Seismic Strike on because it's really good for getting into angles. I usually don't use it for killing. I just use it to get out or get into a really good angle for me. I have Catapult Lift so I can Scroll Escape. Towering Barricade. Oh, obviously want to use this. This is super important for trials. This is like one of the best abilities for trials just because you can hold a zone, you can hold a res. It's very, very good. For my super, I use Fist of Havoc. This is really good for getting 3 kills specifically. Obviously, Thunder Crash is really good, but I think Fist of Havoc just does it better when it's the same timer and one's a roaming super, one's a shutdown, you know? Just go for the roaming super if it's the same timer, you know what I'm saying? So from my fragments, I go Spark of Resistance. They nerfed this one, but it's still useful and you still get some strength, so why not? Spark of Feedback. This was really good. Sometimes you can one-shot people with Knockout, so definitely use this one, and you get some resilience. Next to a Spark of Brilliance. Honestly, this one's literally just for the intellect. I don't really use it for the Blinding Explosion. I don't think it's that good. And we have Spark of Volt. This one's literally just for recovery. I think the recovery is very important, so obviously I'm going to put on recovery, but there's probably some better ones you can put on if you want to get your stuff faster. But me personally, I don't really lean into my abilities that much. I more go for gunplay. Next we have Void Titan. Void's really good if you want to be more passive. It's still really good if you want to be aggressive, but I think it's more a passive playstyle, especially if it's more team based. So make sure you Bastion on with a Tower and Barricade. This is really important. I think Controlled Demolition is definitely better than Offensive Bulwark in my opinion. I think the Scatter Grenades are still really good with Controlled Demolition. They still do a lot of damage, and they're really good, and it ties into your super. So if you get a Void Arsenal, or if you get a Twilight Arsenal kill, it's going to make them explode, which you're going to get your health back from Control Demolition, which it ties them together. And I have Shield Bash. Same reason I have Shoulder Charge on Arc Titan. It's just important. You need it for movement. You could go Shield Throw, but me personally, I need the movement, so there you go. Next, you have Echo Vigilance. This one's very, very good. Make sure you have this one on for trials, especially. Very, very good for clutching. You have Echo Expulsion. This one's literally just for intellect. Leeching. This one's obviously needed. It's basically just like pseudo knockout, and you get the resilience. Obviously, very, very good. And we have Echo of Obscurity, so we can get the 10 recovery. And yeah, this is pretty much all the builds that I would personally recommend as I don't know, like a top 500 trials player. Not that it even matters. Like, stats don't really say everything, but yeah, I think personally I'm a really good player, and I hope these builds help you. And I hope you get a good shotgun roll and you get a good hand cannon roll. I just want to help everyone play the game. I want everyone to play Destiny 2, you know what I'm saying? Because why not? I have a lot of fun playing when it's fun, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully you enjoy this video. Make sure to like and sub. We just hit 5K subs. I appreciate it a lot. It means a lot from the bottom of my heart. A lot of my time and for my day and every day into these videos, and just the fact that I'm actually growing and people are watching the videos means a lot to me. Love all you guys. Hopefully you enjoy the builds. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.